just a friend of a friend. It's not what you think. When you're at the end of an end, I'm all of everything.
Hi everyone, Charmaine here and welcome to another video. Let me share with you how I usually start a new journal. But before anything else, may I invite you to click subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Today I am breaking in a journal from Dreamkeeper Journals, and it comes with a note, and the note is printed on the exact same paper that you find inside the journal, and you can do a pen test on here without having to ruin any of your pages. So this journal right here is called Ashling. It actually is an Irish feminine name, which means dream or vision. I actually looked that up in Google on what it means and how to pronounce it correctly. So the Ashling has this super vintagey clasp, and also it has a lot of engraving details. Do you call this engraving or embossing details in the front and in the back? I love how there are so many pages in this journal, and I also love the fact that there is enough room for it to grow. There is room for you to put things in and it won't bulk up the journal. So I am gonna do a pen test with all of the different types of pens that I have. Okay, so I need you to hear me out a bit. So all of the pens I tested during the pen test performed very well. Like for example, I used the M&G gel pen, I used the Papermate Inkjoy, I used a Pigma Micron, and I also used a Faber-Castell fountain pen. But the last one, where I used the glass dip pen, I dipped it in Ferris wheel press ink. It performed well during the pen test, but it reacted differently when I started doing the journal. But I'll talk more about it later when I start the journal page. But to summarize, everything actually worked really well during the pen test. There was no bleeding, there was no ghosting of any sort, because actually the paper is of good quality. It's thick and it is also textured, but the texture is light, so it doesn't really affect how you write on the sheet. Now let's get to the second part of this video, where I actually start the journal. It took me a while to break this journal in because it's just super pretty and I didn't know what to put in it. But I just jumped the gun and I decided that it would house beautiful things. Not my words, but the words of other people. So it could be a quote or a poem or anything actually, or an excerpt from a book. But for this journal page, it's a bit quite difficult. But I am writing the lyrics of the song Same Moon by Mary Ellen Kirk. So the story behind the song Same Moon is actually very close to me. So if you follow me on Instagram, I actually lost my dog exactly a month ago, like April 14th. So I actually heard of this song around one Sunday, and then I visited him on Monday and I let him listen in, because that's what I do. When I get there, I play songs for him, and this song was super unique because I actually hugged him with my entire body, like full hug, and I just lied there as we listened to this song. He would usually jerk or move away from the hug when I would hug him that way, but this time he just stayed still and he fell asleep listening to the song. And it was very special because I didn't know that that would have been the last time that we would be together. The vet already actually told us that he only had like a week to live. So that was a Monday when we went to see him, and we spent the entire of Tuesday at home just clearing up space for him, cleaning the room, moving things around, just so he can stay with us and he could be very comfortable. But unfortunately, Wednesday morning, the vet told us that he passed, and that was a bit hard, and it actually is still very hard right now. While I'm making this voice over, my heart is like pounding really fast. It's difficult, it still is, but This song, I couldn't listen to it for a long while as well because it hurt a lot. But now I thought that I'd write it down on this journal because the lyrics are really lovely. And I guess one way to overcome something is to actually face it. And I thought it would be nice to capture the words in between these pages. So sorry if that was a bit of a downer, but yes, so let's go back to the journal page. And as you can see, as I've mentioned earlier, I encountered an issue with the glass dip pen dipped in the ink because when I wrote on the journal, the ink started to bleed all over the place. So instead of, getting frustrated about it, I decided to just cover it up with a wash of water and ink. I personally think it added more character, and I wouldn't have a thought of doing the ink splashes, but because that happened, I think the journal page turned out really well. But I wanted to figure out why there was bleeding on the page itself but none on the sample page, so I went back and tried it again and it didn't bleed at all. So I tried it again on the other page and I realized that I think I might have scarred or wounded the sheet. That's why it was bleeding, because the second time around I wrote very lightly. I just barely touched the surface with the ink. I didn't really push down on the dip pen and I was able to get bleed free text using the dip pen and the ink. So anyway guys, this is the final look of my journal. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're wondering, a while ago I played Same Moon by Mary Ellen Kirk as the background, and I'll put the link down below to that song. Go check her out, it's super awesome. I love that song. Also, I'll put the link to Dreamkeeper Journals if you want to go check out their other products as well. Thank you for once again making it through till the end. I will see you again next week with another video. Take care. Bye.